volunteers. Kathy has RC. RC is an American kestrel. He's the smallest member of the falcon family. Don't let his size fool you. He's a natural-born killer. But a lot of what he eats farmers' fields. So he's actually very beneficial to the farmers. They're quite common in this area, actually. Most people don't realize they're looking at a bird of prey because of this beautiful coloring. One of the most beautiful birds of prey in North America. He got hit by a car, and he's got some shoulder damage. We can do all kinds of crazy stuff with broken bones. Unfortunately, when it's a joint problem, there's really not a whole lot we can do. And he can't fly. He actually requires very special caging so he can hop from perch to perch. As I said, he's a falcon. People used to call them sparrowhawks because he takes a lot of small birds, but that's actually a misnomer because he's not a hawk, he's a falcon. The general rule, hawks tend to take stuff that's on the ground, falcons tend to take stuff that's in the air. Now that's not to say that a hawk won't take a bird or a falcon won't take a mouse, but that's the general rule. Falcons tend to hunt on the fly. That being said, he has been clocking over 100 miles an hour. That's in a dive, because that's how he hunts. He comes in at 100 miles an hour and just whacks stuff. A lot of times he doesn't even grab it with his talons, he just hits it with his talons, knocks the snot out of it, makes a big circle, comes back and picks it up. What does he eat? He eats a lot of small birds. He can take a bird the size of a mourning dove, which is basically his size. He eats mice, moles, voles, frogs, toads, small snakes. But you know what he really likes? You know what he really, really likes? He likes bugs. Do you guys eat bugs? No, only when you're riding your bike, right? He likes big bugs, crickets, locusts, cicadas, grasshoppers, caterpillars, butterflies. And a lot of those things that I just mentioned eat farmers' fields. So he's very beneficial to the farmer. Some interesting adaptations that he has. On the back of his head, you'll notice he's got two spots on the back of his head. Those are what's called eye spots. A lot of fish and a lot of butterflies have eye spots. And what that does is it confuses predators. So a bigger bird of prey wants to eat RC. The bird of prey is always going to try and come in from behind. But when he looks at RC, he sees the eye spots and can't figure out which way RC is facing. So the predator will hesitate. And in that second of hesitation, that might be just enough time for RC to get out of there. Another adaptation they have that's really pretty cool is they like big open fields like this. I guarantee you there's a pair of kestrel hunting this park right here when there's not as many people around, of course. But generally when it's quiet, I bet you there's a pair of kestrels hunting this area. What they'll do is they'll fly across an open field, and when they see something on the ground they want to eat, what they'll do is they'll angle themselves up into the wind, and they'll actually hang there for several seconds. Now they're not really hovering, it's what's called kiting. They're using the wind to stay in one spot, then they'll drop their wings in and dive on their prey. The only other birds we know that can do that are the harrier hawk and the hummingbird. And the hummingbird, by the way, is the only bird that can fly backwards. Did you guys know that? Okay, did you guys know why a hummingbird hums? Because he can't remember the words. Really old. The other adaptation they have that I think is just so cool is that when they were first studying these birds, they couldn't figure out how the bird would dive into a snowbank and come out with a mouse. And it took them years of studying them to realize that the bird sees in a spectrum of ultraviolet light that we can't see. It's very similar to a black light. You know, on CSI, they use the black light to find trace evidence. Well, it's similar to that. What shows up in that spectrum of light that RC sees it is mouse urine. He can see where the mouse peed. Okay, now if you eat mice, do you guys eat mice? No? Oh, you're missing out. If you eat mice, that's a pretty great adaptation to have, right? Pretty cool, huh? Okay. I brought a friend with me today. This is Danger Duck.